Let's see. How are we gonna start this? Um, should we skip the intro again? I don't even know where they're at. All right, let's just skip it. Boozhoo! See, I'm not even skipping it now. Boozhoo! Welcome to Boozhoo Nana Boozhoo. My name is Nana Boozhoo, and today our Ojibwe word of the day, Jagog, skunk. And today the story is about Jagogikwe, skunk woman. This is a story about how a man mistreated his wife, and she turned into a skunk. But anyway, so once upon a time, back in the days of the grandfathers, there was an Ojibwe man. He was a very good hunter, but he had a very bad temper. And he'd always be yelling at his brothers and other men whenever they made a mistake. And very soon, nobody wanted to go hunting with him anymore. But eventually, he got married anyway. And soon, he and his wife were off on their own. And for a while, everything was good. She was a hard-working woman, and he was a good provider, so they were happy together. But then one day, he lost his temper with her too. She was making a lot of noise while he was trying to trap beaver. And he spoiled his trapping. So he really yelled at her. It was like, "Oh, what? Can't you be quiet?" And geez, it just hurt her feelings. So his wife, she ran back into the wigwam and took their son. And she sang a song, and I don't know how it goes anymore. But it had this idea of, "Your father doesn't want us anymore. Your father doesn't want us anymore." And she went away. Later that night, when the hunter came back, he saw that they were gone. And he felt bad because he knew he shouldn't have lost his temper. So he decided to follow them. He found their tracks in the mud and he hurried after his wife and son. He was good at tracking and he thought he could catch up with them. So he hurried along there. But as he went, he started to see something was happening to their footprints. They stopped looking like moccasin prints and they started to look like skunk footprints. Suddenly the hunter arrived in a marsh and the footprints ended. And he was surrounded by skunks. And there was nothing there but skunks. And he couldn't tell which ones were his wife and child. So he had to go back home all by himself. After a while, the hunter, he remarried. But he always told his children, "Now don't eat skunks. You must never eat skunks. Because your brother is a skunk now. And you might be eating your brother." So they never did. And that family never ate skunks. And as the years went by, the people, they were so against eating skunk that the very smell of a skunk would send them away. And that is why skunks smell so bad to us. Alright, so that's the story of Jagogikwe, skunk woman. And you have been watching Boozhoo Nana Boozhoo, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. My name is Nana Boozhoo, an indigenous cause, and I will see you again. Gigawaba min, minawa, hawa. Yeah, skunk woman, Jagogikwe.
she looks to the sky. Don't ask her how she sees. Don't ask her what it means. I can only say I've seen better days. This is my mistake. You have no idea it could be asleep before it finally wakes. And we've been here before, wrestling on the floor, pleading for God's sakes. But time and time again I tell my holy friends I don't know what's at stake. And Emily knows something about blow. Dizzy white snowflakes find their way right up her nose. Don't ask her how she feels. Don't ask her what is real. I can only say I've seen better days. This is my mistake. You have no idea it could be asleep before it finally wakes. And we've been here before, wrestling on the floor, pleading for God's sake. But time and time again I tell my lonely friends I don't know what's at stake. You are so fucked up. I don't know why I even tried. You wrote us off. I don't see how we got here now. I don't see how we got here now. Yeah, I don't see how we got here now.
How about just for a change? I know what I'll do. Let's go on. I'm gonna go on Facebook and just read some comments. Should I even do the intro? Hey everybody, welcome to Boozhoo, Nana Boozhoo. And just for something different, I'm gonna look at our Facebook page, the Facebook page about Ojibwe language and culture. So here we go, Nana Boozhoo at Mr. Boozhoo. Oh, and there's my beautiful Natasha. Oh, wow, she's cute. How come she's only wearing one earring? Wonder what happened to the other one. Anyway, what was I doing? Okay, inbox. And it's moving kind of slow. Here we go. All right, right at the top, Andy Murphy. So yeah, I'm gonna read some viewer mail. Today's podcast is viewer mail. Here's a message from Andy Murphy. Hello, I'm a producer with Native America Calling radio program, and I'm putting together a show about using puppets to teach native language. I'm wondering if you could join us for this show. It's on Tuesday, December 12th, from noon to 1 p.m. Central Time. If you can be our guest, let's talk on the phone before December 7th so that I can add you to the script. Thanks. Oh, yeah, I'll be on your radio show. What is it? Native America Calling. I wonder where that's out of. Oh, did you guys hear that? Native America. Did you hear it? You're watching me. Native America Calling. I'm gonna call this lady and see if we can set up this interview or whatever it is. Call-in show. $27. So what is that? 27 is half of 54. And 54 is pretty much the last page. Okay. All right, we're just about halfway through, so let me do a quick recap. We're reading, hello, Boozhoo. Welcome to Boozhoo, Nana Boozhoo. And we're reading Amic's Blood by Michael Lyons. And we're about halfway through the book, and this is a Christmas story about elves and vampires. And if you're just joining us now, Amic's Blood is the story of a biracial girl with a unique set of problems. She is half elfin and half vampire. I'm reading this from the back. When Amix is asked to leave the prestigious Vampire Academy, she enrolls in a boarding school dedicated to assimilating elves into the dominant vampire culture. And that's about as far as we've gotten. So there's the Blood family. They're a modern family, eh? And Amix Blood has just escaped from boarding school. And her sister, what's her sister's name? Lilith. Lilith is coming to get her. Her dad's sick. All right, so we're gonna jump right in. Page 27. The sky turned a majestic burgundy for just a few minutes before night fell. Lilith pulled on the zipper of her portable coffin and sat up. She stretched, yawned, and with a sleepy smile said to the horse and deer, "Good evening. I don't suppose either of you thought to make coffee," she added. "Well, no time for that now, if we're going to get Amix back before sunrise." Lilith knew her father had a special relationship with Amix that she had never shared, but often longed for. Part of her felt very jealous, but mostly, the proud vampire woman cherished her sister and was fiercely protective. At the same time, and not very far away, Amix was crossing the lake. Great drifts of snow made the surface uneven for her hike, but she didn't mind. Her slight frame made her just light enough to walk on top without breaking through the frozen crust. Soon she found herself at the base of the high banks just off the lake. At the top ran the north-south railway train tracks. "I made it," said Amix. "I wonder how long I'll have to wait before another train goes by." The big pink moon had crept over the western tree line, creating long, thin shadows across the snow. Amix smiled as she took in the immense November sky. It was perfectly clear and equally still. Then in the distance, the ominous clang of sleigh bells broke the silence. "Oh no," she gasped. "It's Santa Claus!" Amix scurried up the embankment and started running alongside the tracks. "I've got to get to the woods and out of sight before he sees me." Just then, Amix could hear the low hum of a freight train coming closer. It was heading north and away from where she wanted to go, but given the circumstances, she wasn't going to complain. "Oh, thank goodness," she said, and got into position. The train moved faster than she had expected. Amik started to run, with one hand stretched out close to the train. Soon she was next to one of the boxcars with its door slid partially open. Suddenly, a small white bandaged hand reached out and took hold of the young girl's wrist. "Jump!" he shouted from the shadows. "I've got you!" The stranger pulled the young girl up and into the car. Fortunately, Amix landed with a thump rather than a thud. She was surprised to find herself on a large Egyptian floor pillow next to a marble pillar. The floor was covered with a blue and gold velvet rug. A beautifully ornate ancient oil lamp lit up the train car to reveal a glass coffin, a miniature pyramid, and a 5-foot 2-inch mummy. You know what? Let's stop there. This goes on and on. It's already 7 minutes. I'm sorry, I was droning on. Okay, we're gonna pick it up. Amix just got on a train with Steven, a mummy. And you've been watching Boozhoo Nana Boozhoo. I will see you again. Gigawa Min Minawa. Hoa. Let's see what else we got. Karen Collins. See what she's got to say. Anine Michael, thank you for bearing with me. I just ordered several of your books. Looking forward to their arrival. Hey Michael, somebody ordered your books. All right, it's a good thing we did that commercial. Hope that you stay warm. Yeah, no kidding, Karen. It's starting to become winter. All right, now I'm going to go to comments. Oh, look at this, Michael Farrell. Michael Farrell, that's his Chamokaman name. This is from Wabi, my old Niji Wabi. He's commenting on which video is this? I don't even know. And Phyllis Gurno says, "Love it, sounds good." And Michael Farrell and Wabi says, "I miss playing music with you very much, my friend." Oh, wow, me too, Wabi. Me too, Niji. Wabi plays guitar on that song, and he's a really great guitarist. Yeah, maybe we'll get together sometime and we'll have Wabi on the show. You know, when I first met Wabi, he had shaved his head. He was fully bald. And he was telling me he was on a fast. I went, yeah, I'm on a slow. That's where you eat all day long. But I kind of rolled my eyes, and then he started speaking fluent Ojibwe, and I realized, oh, wow, this guy really knows his stuff. All right. Come along, will I be older? Come along, maybe a soldier. Come along, will I be bolder than you, dear? Hey, Boozhoo! Boozhoo, welcome to Boozhoo Nano Boozhoo, my podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. And today we're talking about Wabahong Wabong, tomorrow. And Elwyn, you know what I just realized? I like recording these podcasts early in the morning because my voice is really, you know, what's the term? It's got a nice timbre. Wabahong. It makes me feel like I sound like David Bowie. And then I looked at the calendar and I realized coming up it's going to be the anniversary of his death. Oh, that's a weird synchronicity. But anyway, Wabong is tomorrow. And I don't know if it's tomorrow or the next day, but it might be tomorrow. That was David Bowie's. Yeah, I think it is. Tomorrow is the date that David Bowie passed away. He went over to the land of the everlasting happiness. Gagike, Minawani, Gozika winning. Gagige, Minawani, Gozigi winning. Gagige, Minawani, Gozika winning. It's a really long phrase, but it means the land of everlasting happiness. So, when people leave us, it's no time to cry. In fact, the elders, they tell us, don't cry. It's really important that you just kind of get on with it. If you cry, if you miss us too much, we're not going to go on to the land of everlasting happiness. We're going to linger around. So that's why they say, especially for the first 4 days or so. There's nothing wrong with crying. But, just remember, they're on their journey. And just like David Bowie, they're on their way to Gagike, Minawani, Koziga winning, to the land of everlasting happiness. But that's not for today. That's for Wabong. Come Wabong, will I be older? All right, well, that's all I have for today. I'd like to say miigwech for watching Boozhoo Nana Boozhoo. And I will see you again. Kigawaba min, Minawa, Hoa. Yeah, David Bowie. Alright, okay, recording God of Thunder. Alright, let's do this in one take. Ready, you're rolling? Oh, you are? Okay, good. Boozhoo ni Janashinabe Dug. Welcome back to Boozhoo Nana Boozhoo, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. Today, our Ojibwe word of the day, Anamaki, thunder. And in our way, we think of thunder as the clapping of a great bird, the thunderbird. And the Ojibwe people, we always knew the thunderbird were, they were kind to the Anishinaabe. They never harmed us. But we honor the thunderbird. We give him tobacco in the spring when he comes back. Okay, so God of Thunder. All right, you want to take it away there, Weenie Mushane? Oh, by the way, Natasha Owe. This is Natasha. All right, take it away. you've been watching Boozhoo Nana Boozhoo. That was Gotta Thunder. Nicely played there, sweetie. All right, I will see you again. Gigawabamin, Minawa, Hawa. Let's see another comment. That was great. Dear Mr. Nana Boozhoo, I like your guitar playing. I just have one question. How often do you have to change your G string? Oh, it really depends on my... Hey, I get that. I know what you're saying. That's not a joke for the kids. All right, well, that's enough of this. I'm running out of time. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching Boozhoo Nana Boozhoo, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I just want to say miigwech to everybody who writes in and says your kind comments. I also want to say, an announcement. The videos just got monetized. That's a word I never used before YouTube. But I'm gonna start making money on the clicks. So make sure you click and subscribe. And yeah, so that's it. Miigwech Bizendawieg. Thank you for listening. And I will see you again. Giga Wabamin, Minawa, Hoa. All right, good enough. I'm not even sure how to end the program anymore. I think that was the end. Okay, good enough.